That's why you want to commit to a lifestyle of learning, because we are going to be compensated in life based upon the value that we give. That's how you get paid. That's how you make money. It is based on what you know how to do. What kind of information do you have? What kind of knowledge do you have? What kind of value do you add? That determines your paycheck. That determines how much you make in your business. So when you set an intention, it all go back to the intention. When you set an intention and you start putting out a different spirit, you start putting out a different energy, you start putting out a different demeanor. Now, opportunities that were closed off to you, they opening up. And you learning information that you didn't know before. You finding out new information, you getting new knowledge that you didn't know before. Why? Because you're open to it now. Because you are a man on a mission now. You're not just moseying around. You're not just shooting the breeze. You're not just chopping it up. You're a man on a mission now. You're a man with a target. You're a woman with a target. So now, boom, 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 opportunities coming. Opportunities coming. You'll hear about, oh, they having this event at this place. Oh, they having this seminar at this place. Oh, such and such doing this kind of free training. Oh, such and such doing this kind of free webinar. Oh, this the kind of book you need to read. Oh, this the type of, you run into somebody at the grocery store. You run into somebody at the mall, and they just so happen to know about this one thing that you've been trying to figure out. But if you never set an intention for that, if you never set an aim for that, then you don't have a target. You don't have a target. And you won't hit it. And then even if you did hit something, like we used to say back in the day, like you hit a lick. Even if you did hit a lick, you won't know it. You won't know it because you don't have a target. You don't have an aim. Y'all ever see people where you can clearly see that they are blessed, but all they do is talk about what they don't have and what they don't got and who they don't know. And you looking at them like, you got more than enough. What, you got all this stuff, you got that. They can't see it. They can't see it. So if you can be attracting things into your life, you could be blessed, but without that intention, you can't even see it. You can't even see what you have. You can't even see. So when you set that intention to say, all right, I'm gonna move differently today. All right, I'm not just gonna get up out my bed and just see what the day brings me. No, I'm gonna get up with a target. What is your target for today? What is your aim for today? You might have got up this morning without that, but tomorrow I want you to get up with one. I want you to get up with one. I want you to get up and aim for something. And watch and see, just because you have an aim, just because you have a target, your day is not just going to go like it normally would go. You're not going to just mosey around through your day. Just like I stopped moseying around on my walk. Now, if you're going to come walk with me, you got to keep up. You got to keep up, baby, because we got a target. We ain't moseying around. We ain't shooting the breeze. We ain't just chopping it up. We got intention now. And see, that's when you put your body into a whole nother zone. That's what I realized. When I added intention to my walks, I put my body in a whole nother zone. You put your body in the fat burning zone when you add intention to your walks. Oh, and when you add intention to your life, you shift your life into a whole nother zone. They're gonna be looking for you in zone 1 and you in zone 2. You in zone 3. You on a whole nother frequency. You on a whole nother wavelength, baby. These folks gonna come back looking for you, expecting you to respond the same way you used to respond. I'm gonna tell you now, your husband, that wasn't gonna catch your husband off guard, because he's looking for you to respond a certain way. Wife looking for you to respond a certain way. Them folks on your job looking for you to respond a certain way. But you responding differently now. You on a different frequency now. You on a different wavelength now. Why? Because you set a new intention. Come on now. And I'm telling y'all, for any of you that want to be able to drop your 9 to 5, that's part of what I do. I train and certify life coaches, help you drop that 9 to 5, work from home, create an income while making an influence on this world. If you truly want to be able to do that and drop your 9 to 5 and do what you love to do full time, take heed to what I'm telling you on this video. Because what happens is, when you got to do this daily. This can't be something you do every other day. This can't be something you do when you feel like it. This is something you have to do every single day. You have to get up and add some intentionality to your life. Be intentional about doing exactly what you said you would do. Do not allow yourself to slip into that spirit of where you just kind of moseying around and you just kind of going through the motions, because you will not get to your dream life like that. Only the people that are intentional, only the people that create a plan and they stick to it, come hell or high water, and hell gonna come. Because everything, listen, when you set an intention, everything in the world, because that's how this world is wicked. Everything in this world is gonna try to stop you from getting to your goal. It's going to try to stop you. That's why in the Bible, the Apostle Paul, he said, I am forgetting those things which are behind me. And he said, I am reaching forth to those things which are before me. And then he said, I press. I want y'all to put that in the comments. Say, I got to press. I got to press. You got to press, baby. You got to press. Because they're going to come with the bad news. They're going to come with the phone calls. They're going to come with the emails. Somebody going to try you. Like we say, somebody going to test your gangster. They going to test your gangster, baby. They going to see, do you really mean what you said? Let me see. Let me see. He say he done changed and stuff. Come on now. Come on. That's it, Kimberly Anita. Come on now. Y'all put in the comments. Say, I got to press. I got to press. Because the enemy going to try you. He gonna try you. He gonna try you, and he gonna do everything he can. Listen, them co-workers gonna do everything they can. Sometimes your own family members, people in your own household, your own children, go do everything they can. Listen, it ain't them. It's your adversary. It's your spiritual enemy. You gotta understand who your opponent is. Your opponent is not your wife. Your opponent is not your husband. Your opponent is not your daughter. Your opponent is not your son. Your opponent is not your coworker, not your mother, not your father, not none of these people. Not none of the people that raised you. That's not your opponent. You have a spiritual adversary. And the Bible speaks of him, how he walks about the earth to and fro, crafty, just meddling. Just crafty with his broke down, ugly self. Walks about the earth to and fro, seeking whom he may devour and who he may destroy. But you got to make up your mind right here and right now. He ain't taking me out, because I'm oppressed. Let me tell y'all something about this life we live, baby. You got to be intentional. You got to be. Listen, even to receive salvation, you have to be intentional. And salvation is God's gift to you. But you got to push through some stuff to be able to receive your gift. You got to press through some stuff to be able to receive what God has for you, your spiritual inheritance. Everything, listen, anything and everything that's worth having, like they say, is worth fighting for. You got to fight. That's what I mean when I say intention. That's the one mistake that's holding a lot of people up from their dream life. You're not putting up enough of a fight. You're giving up too easy. You're throwing in the towel too easy. You got to fight, baby. The Bible says we got to fight the good fight of faith. You got to fight. Somebody put it in the comments, baby. If you making up your mind right here and right now, you going to fight, I want you to put it in the comments. Say fight. Just put the word fight. Just say fight, baby. You got to fight. I'm like the man on the 5 heartbeats, baby. He said, I got to fight every night just to prove my love. You got to fight. You got to fight every night. Do you hear me? You got to fight every day. You got to fight every night just to prove your love. You got to fight. You got to fight. If you want to change your body, you got to fight. If you want to drop that weight, you got to fight. If you want a successful marriage with your husband, with your wife, you got to fight. If you want to raise successful children, you got to fight. You got to fight every day. And you got to fight every night just to prove your love. You got to fight, baby. Somebody put it in the comments. Y'all hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Put it in the comments, baby. Say, I got to fight. You got to fight, baby. Ain't nothing, anything worth having, and that's going to last you for a long time. It ain't just going to fall in your lap. Come on now. It ain't just going to fall in your lap. You got to fight for it. I want you to think about anything that is successful in your life. Anything that you had that you have that has stood the test of time, that is successful, that made it. Did it just fall in your lap? I want y'all to think about that. Did it just fall in your lap? Did you just wake up one day and it was just there? Did you get it because you moseyed around? Gotta get my water. Mouth getting dry. I want y'all to think about that. Come on now. Did you get it because you moseyed around? Did you get it because, oh, well, I'm going to just wake up today and see what happened? I'm going to just wake up today and see what fall in my lap? Ask some of these folks that got a successful marriage. Ask some of these folks that been married 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They going to tell you, oh, no. We ain't just stumbled into that. We had to be very intentional. Yeah. We had to set some purpose behind these. We had to set some targets. We had to set some aim. We had to have some goals, and we had to work towards those goals. We had to work on ourselves. We had to work on each other. We had to get counseling. We had to get coaching. We had to get mentoring. We had to read books. You ain't finna just mosey into a good marriage. You ain't finna just mosey into a successful business. Ask some of these successful entrepreneurs. They gonna tell you. Now, I know you get on social media, they make it look like you can have a successful business overnight, but that's a lie. That's not true. If you want a successful business, it's going to take intentionality. And it's going to take intentionality week after week, month after month, year after year. It don't stop. It don't stop. Eventually, you will get to a point where you can kind of rest a little bit and enjoy the fruits of your labor. But before you can enjoy the fruits of the tree, you got to sow the seeds. Like they say, that tree is out there today because somewhere along the way, a long time ago, somebody planted that seed for that tree. That's why you got that tree right now that you can go up under and enjoy the shade from that tree, because somebody was intentional. Somebody had an aim, somebody had a target, and they say, you know what? I am going to plant this seed because I know that one day there will be a tree.